There are two sides to every single story, the passion and the glory, just trying to make it through the day. You know we're trying to come together, arm in arm and hand in hand, and with my brother I will fight to unify our land. America, home of the brave, we stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will watch the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. And on the other hand, there are those who would undo us, unruly who would rule us and break us all apart. And I will stand beside you and fight against injustice and lawless ones among us. Come on, let freedom ring. America, home of the brave, we stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will watch the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them. Melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them. Melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them. Melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. Play that guitar. My brother and me, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me, America.
Hey, this is Al Robertson from Duck Dynasty and Duck Commander. I want to tell you about a great book called War on Fear from my good buddy, John Morgan. Of course, he looks like George W. Bush, who had the famous War on Terror, so I immediately knew, you know, there was a nice a bit of wordplay there. This book is fantastic. I think it speaks to sort of that natural fear that all of us have, whether it's public speaking or whether it's the first time you get asked to do something you've never done before, up to, you know, the fear of loss of life, of a sick person in your family, all the things that we face every single day. I recommend this highly. I promise you will be blessed when you read this book, and it's the sort of book that after you read it, you're going to want to pass that on to someone else, which to me are the best kind of books. So War on Fear, get yours as soon as you can.
I'm the free world leader. Let's roll. Let's roll, everybody.
I'm the good news instigator, compassionate conversator. This freedom is rocking and rolling on. Now take it blue.
Oh, welcome to one excited John Morgan Show. The Day of Destiny. We've got to stay focused, folks. Can't slow down now. Just because there's light at the end of the tunnel. Call everyone you know and tell them to go vote. Make sure they voted. If they haven't, offer to drive them. Remind them how important this election is. How important these policies are. But it's looking good. It ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. And until it's over, we've got to stay with the program. We've got to stay on track. Yeah! Welcome to the John Morgan Show. I'm your host, John Morgan, and I am so excited. Today is Election Day. 4 more years of economic prosperity, 4 more years of rapid deployment of whatever that stuff is that Donald Trump took, and 4 more years of growth, 4 more years of freedom, 4 more years of celebrating the good things that America is, while at the same time compassionately moving to eradicate slavery, human trafficking, baby killing, abortion, and prejudice. We are committed to the same things that matter, to Black Lives Matter, as long as those things are making sure that everyone is treated equally in America. It doesn't matter if they're Black, white, Indian, Asian, Hispanic, Haitian, Jamaican, German, or LGBT, or any of the Qs. It doesn't matter. Everyone is of equal worth in this country. We have freedom and we express it. Even the things that we don't approve of, we offer freedom in this land. And that's what America is based upon. And I could not be more excited about the progress of my president. I've never even heard, I remember a line from a movie, and you know the movie, Tombstone, when Wyatt Earp just wades out into that water, slinging his 6-gun against a hail of enemy fire coming from all sides. And it's slow motion. No. Bam, bam, bam. And he shoots old Curly. And then that on the bank, the one guy says, I've never seen anything like that before. And the other guy goes, heck, I've never even heard of anything like that before. Well, I have never heard of anyone with the stamina of Donald J. Trump going out doing 4, 3, 4, 5 rallies in one 24-hour period, and then the next day coming right back and doing it again. And we're not talking 25-minute speeches like former Vice President Biden was doing and butchering. No, we're talking about over an hour 25 minutes, even longer, articulate, absolutely flawless goofball. I mean, because he's a fun-loving guy. See, that's the thing I like about President Trump, is that he's having so much fun. He doesn't appear angry. He's angry at what was done to him. Yeah, I would be too. Do you know what happened to me today? Somebody called me a racist pig. They don't even know me. I mean, it was somebody on the left who stereotypicalized me. They typicalized me because I was waving a Donald Trump flag. Yes, I was out on the corner of 434 and 436 in Orlando, Florida, just before this show, waving. I mean, I'm giving my last ounce of devotion to make sure every sip is drunk from the drink to vote for our president. We need everyone in every state, not just the swing states, every state, to get out there and vote. Share this show, like, love, do it all. Let's be all in. Let's be all about it, because until it's done, it isn't done. It's looking good. It's looking favorable. There's so much energy and joy and love in the Trump camp. And the Democratic camp, it's just anger. It just seems to be, anger. They're just mad at Donald Trump. And I think historically speaking, the party that's voting against someone, like when we were voting against Barack Obama during his second term, and when we were voting against Bill Clinton in his second term, we lost because the opposite party had all the energy because they were voting for their guy. And they had all the energy. Well, now we are voting for our guy, and we have more energy, more joy, because we, in our heart, feel we're not voting for fundamental change in America. We're not voting for socialist policies. We're not voting for the rise of China, as Joe Biden has touted many times as he's traveled around the world. A rising China is a good thing. They're not our competitors. What's wrong with you? No, we're voting for the Judeo-Christian ethic of America. We're voting for the American values we grew up with. We are voting for law and order, folks. Say it with me. Law and order. We are not against the police. We are for police abiding by the law and doing it by the book and not being racist. We are definitely for that, but we support law enforcement. You understand? We support the things that the left is complaining about, but without throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Do you understand? We are all in this together, left, right, center. This is America, and you're going to love. I don't care if you're on the left. I don't care if you're in the middle. You are going to love the next 4 years of Donald J. Trump. You're going to come to see that he loves you no matter who you are. You are going to see that he's for you. When he said in his first inaugural address, the second one he's going to be giving in a few months, I hope I get a ticket for a really close seat. He said, I'm giving the government back to the people. He gave it back to you. He said, no longer will you be voiceless. No longer will there be a powerful ruling class in America. People who get elected to the Senate, get elected to the Congress, and then just sit there and suck up all the money from special interest groups, from overseas governments. You know, it is illegal for a lot of the power, the money that a lot of people have gotten over the years. And President Trump is running on cleaning the swamp. What he means by that, in case you don't know, is holding people to account who have done things illegal to ascend, to hold power, to use power, to wield power, to take payoffs in order to give other nations favorable rulings. You may not know this, folks. That's illegal. That's wrong. And President Trump is always America first. He says it all the time. America first. I'm putting America first. That's why he spent $3 billion remaking and rebuilding our military to where it's the finest in the world. It's the most modernized, and we actually have bullets now. When he came into power, they came to him and said, "Mr. President, we have no bullets." He said, now you can just hear him. "Oh, we've got so many bullets now. You just can't believe. We've got so many bullets. We've got bullets for our bullets. In fact, we've got more bullets in the history of bullets. Here's a bulletin. We've got bullets." So fun. He's rebuilt our military, and he's constantly saying not to use it. We don't want to have to use it, but if we do have to use it, we want to win. We want to win. Okay, we don't want to lose. Okay, former administrations have weakened our military. Have well, we didn't run out of bullets because somebody wanted us to run out of bullets. How is that possible? I don't even venture to guess. But I will say that he was vice president, and now he's running for president. Do you really want a weaker America? Do you really want a stronger China? Because that's what he wants. Who's going to benefit if we end fracking? Who's going to benefit if we cancel fossil fuel, if we close down all of our refineries? No more Exxon, no more Mobil, no more, BP or Arco, oil company of your choice in America. Gone. They'll all be gone. You enjoy driving your SUV? Well, kiss it goodbye, because there'll be no gas to power it. Oh, sure, they'll come up with electric solutions and that's fine. Actually, I'm not against. My son Chris challenged me. Said, "Dad, what would be so wrong with an evolution to electric fuel?" And really, there is nothing wrong with that. If it's done, not mandated, forced by the government, if it's done through free enterprise, if it's done because of it being smart and economical, and so people do it with incentives, not as a government-forced issue. That's how free enterprise works. We grow, we become better, we become more efficient because it becomes economically feasible to do so. It's good for the environment and it's good for the wallet, okay? And that's what we want. Less government control, more freedom, because people do what's right, and they're going to continue to do what's right. So anyway, enough of all that. I just want you to know I am so excited about 4 more years of Donald John Trump. I do believe he is on a path to victory. Tonight is going to be a phenomenal night. I'm going to be at the Lake Mary Marriott on International Drive in Lake Mary, celebrating with my Seminole County friends. Well, I say I really mean the Donald. And if you want to come party with us, you're more than welcome. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be fantastic. My friend Alan Fry promises to be there. It's going to be through the roof, through the free market, as he says. Yes, absolutely. So, what's your favorite thing that Donald Trump has done? Put it in the comments section. What's your favorite thing that President Trump has accomplished for you? What about the stock market? The stock market has broken more records with Donald Trump as president in the history of record making. I like to say when I've even broken the record for record breaking. It's pretty phenomenal, folks. What's Alan saying there? Get her done. Right on, brother. Yes, indeed. I've got little teeny font over here. When I put it on the screen, I can actually read it myself. Yeah, the stock market. What about your 401k? How's that done? I have friends who aren't voting for Trump that say, frankly, they've done very well financially under Trump. They're not voting for Trump for other reasons, but they admit that he's done a great job with the economy. Well, don't you want 4 more years of an excellent economy? Trump has sped forward vaccines. He's dealing with so many different drug companies. And hey, how about lower prescription drugs? Donald Trump has worked very, very hard with other countries to end the era of big pharma. And we are going to see drug prices in America that are the same as they pay for them in Mexico. How do you like them apples? Same as they pay for them in other countries. And that's only fair. It should be based on competition. His relationship with our very own Boris Johnson. There you go. Let's see, what else have we got? Alan saying, the stocks, lower taxes, no more healthcare mandate. Ah, yes, excellent, excellent, excellent. All these things are so good for America. How about the reduced, what do they call those things? There were so many of them. They get in the way of business. I feel like Joe. I've lost my word. He's gotten rid of all of the... Somebody help me out. What's the word? I'm having a brain fart. Oh my gosh, the peace agreements. Yes. Wow. And he's been nominated, and you'll never hear that on CNN. You'll never hear that on NBC, ABC, CBS. In fact, here's a challenge. Somebody find me the good things that any of the major media have said about Donald Trump. He's accomplished great things. Lowest unemployment of all history for Black Americans. Lowest unemployment or highest employment in all of history for Hispanic Americans. Nearly the highest employment in all of history for women Americans. Folks, the man is taking care of our minorities, and those who call him a racist pig, they're not looking at the opportunity zones. They're not looking at all the things he's doing to help our brothers and sisters that are in minority groups. They're not in minority groups in our hearts. They're Americans. They are us. We are them. We are one nation under God. E pluribus unum. All these wonderful groups in the beautiful American melting pot. No, not getting rid of our distinctions. We have great distinctions, great heritages. But you're an American, and that is a lovely, wonderful thing. Yes, moving the embassy to Jerusalem, where it belongs. Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. It's only right that our embassy should be there. And all of the wonderful peace treaties, as Alan just pointed out a minute ago, with these wonderful Arab countries, with Dubai and the new one with Jordan. It's just crazy. All of these wonderful things that he's doing, and people want to get rid of him. And I mean, when you listen to Joe talk about Donald Trump, he doesn't blame China for COVID. He blames Donald Trump for COVID, for all the hard work that he's done. 225,000 people, that's a lot of people, folks. One is too many, have passed away because of COVID. They're laying every one of those deaths at the feet of Donald Trump, as though if Joe Biden had been president, no one would have died. Well, that might be true, because maybe Joe could have talked China out of releasing the virus. Who knows? They're such good friends. Oh, man, it's crazy. Well, guys, it's going to be a Trumpy Christmas, and I'm very excited. It's beginning to look a lot like Trumpmas. Oh, that was blasphemous. Probably was. Yeah. Don't quote me on that one. I take it back. Christmas is Christ's birthday. It's not about Trump. So let me just take that back. I worship the Lord, but I honor my president. And we all should. And even if Trump should lose, we want to pray for the new president. We want to pray for. In fact, I was just talking to a friend of mine. Hi, Julie. And we were talking about Glenn Beck and how he is. I love that he's not a career politician, that he does not have to do this, but he loves our country and looking out for the best of our country. He's definitely not in it for the money. That is an absolute fact. Julie, thank you for sharing that. You know, Glenn loves to gloat. he he has his friend Pat on there, and they will laugh hysterically at things that liberals say. But here's the thing. Christ died for everyone. And even though we are happy to see an ideology that is socialist and not freedom-loving defeated, when we want to gloat over that victory, we want to remember that every person that votes for Joe Biden, and Joe Biden himself, is a child created by God. And so we don't want to gloat in a way that makes others feel bad. We want to extend the olive branch. And sure, anytime you win, you got to gloat a little bit. You got to jump up and down. It's like sports or the Super Bowl or anything else. You're definitely going to celebrate a win, but you don't have to go like that to the losing team. At the end of a ball game, what do? They cross the other side of the field, and they shake hands with the opponents. It's called good sportsmanship, folks. Good sportsmanship. So I'm not going to buy a coffee cup that says I'm drinking liberal tears. Sorry, that one almost made me belch. In fact, it did make me belch a little bit. I'm not going to do that. I love everyone, and I believe we're going to win, and then we're going to serve all of America. That's what Joe says, too. He says, I don't want to be the president of the Democratic Party. I want to be the president of America. And we know Donald Trump, of course, feels the exact same way, even as he defeats those who are using illegal means to defeat him, like what they did with the impeachment. Those folks need to be held to account. Lawbreakers need the law. But the average American that doesn't understand needs love. And that's the gospel. Jesus said, whatever you do to the least of these, my brothers, and he doesn't qualify who they voted for, you've done unto me. So even as we celebrate tonight, a great win, a great victory, don't forget to vote. We want to do so while remembering that we're all Americans. Hallelujah. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? Because I've got to go get ready for my victory party. I've got the Donald right here. Got the Donald right here. Isn't that a beautiful wig, folks? You got to admit, that thing is fantastic. And it looks so good on. Look at that. It's got the nice landing strip in the back. I'll see you in a few. Andy, welcome. Welcome to the show. What have you got to say here? Have a great night and good luck. Thank you so much. Thank you. Folks, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Wow, I got 100 hearts. Wow. 100 hearts. That's a record. Thank you all so much. You're blessing my heart. 96 thumbs up. That's beautiful. That's gonna make this show get way out there. That's awesome. Please share it as well so your friends can see it, and anybody else that needs to vote can get out there, get their hands on that pen, fill in that little Donald Trump blank. Mamay, Carol, welcome. Good to see you. And yes, who's in the White House? Trump, 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 Trump. No, it's a little premature for that. It's a little premature for that. Maybe tomorrow. All right. God bless you all. And God bless America.
I'm Gina Lipsky, and I just want to give a testimonial. John Morgan's book, War on Fear, changed my life significantly. Last year I was at Free the Dream, and he gave a talk, and I was robbed at gunpoint 15 years ago, and I carried that fear with me for 15 years. And at Free the Dream, after hearing him speak, I realized that it was time to let that fear go. And a small thing that is small to some people, but to me it was significant. I never took the trash out at night because I was so afraid of being in the dark. And when I got home from Free the Dream and after reading John's book, I now take out the trash every single week at night on purpose so that I can conquer that fear. And so I encourage all of you to read his book, and any fear that you're hanging on to, let it go. It's not worth it. Don't give it the power.
Don't give it the power.
Well, I'm the free world leader.
Ooh.
Freedom's rolling out to you. Oh, let's roll. Well, I'm the good news instigator, compassionate conversator. This freedom is rocking and rolling on out to you. White and blue.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, America. Thank you for voting for me and for voting for America's future. America's huge future. It's going to be bigly. It's going to be fantastic. The next 4 years are going to be so good. Folks, tonight's going to be a win, and then you're going to get so tired of winning. You're going to say, I'm so tired of winning, Mr. President. Please stop. I can't take any more winning. It's so much winning. It's so much winning. Yes, it is. Look at Melania there. She looks so beautiful. All right, folks. God bless you, and thank you so much for watching and tuning into The John Morgan Show. You're fabulous, everybody. Don't ever forget it.